freeze, the party come.
Salut à tous, c'est Power de la chaîne Power Studio. On se retrouve pour la suite de L.A Noire, du let's play que j'ai commencé à faire. Donc on va continuer. On va reprendre. Alors, patrouille, armée dangereux, service après-vente. J'espère que vous avez aimé la première vidéo. Service après-vente.
For every cop, there's the case that makes you. Gives you that leg up. Gets you recognized as the shining new star in the squad. The case that you solve that shows that you have the gumption, the gung-ho, the get up and go to make you stand out from your average rank-and-file patrolman. This could be the one, Cole.
LAPD, could you stand clear of the body, please? Has anyone called an ambulance?
We've called an ambulance and the police, but I'm afraid he's dead.
Okay, stand further back and move along. It's your choice, but make it quick, people.
Là le collègue.
Hey, Cole. You got here quick.
My beat crosses 7th Street.
Okay. You're first reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on. You better see what you can find out before the homicide dicks show up. I'll be with you in a moment.
Bon, bah voilà notre première scène de crime, vraie scène de crime.
Let us do our job.
Apparemment, c'est un gars qui se serait fait descendre devant la bijouterie. On va commencer par le fouiller déjà, je pense que c'est pas mal.
Broad daylight, a crowded street. Now I've seen everything.
Il y a des choses dans sa veste. Des paiements effectués.
C. Galetta. Layaway receipt. Pearl earrings. Made out to Bank of Arcadia.
Il n'y a rien là. Voyons voir. Les bras. Rien de ce côté. On va regarder la tête. L'autre bras. Rien. Je pense que... Ah, il a peut-être une poche, non? Ok. Fouillez partout pour découvrir des indices. Ok. Ah, des impacts de balles. Ou douille.
Shell casings. These look like 32s.
Ah bah voilà, on a trouvé l'arme du crime je pense. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
FN Browning. Serial number 01138. Might need to run it by a gun store.
Eagleson's gun store's a couple blocks from here.
All right. Yes, it's a dead person.
This guy in the crowd thinks he saw something, Cole. You better take a statement.
Don't you people
Ah
have
oui, c'est
anything
qui?
better to do?
C'est lui?
Sir, I'm
Bonjour.
Officer Phelps. What exactly did you see?
I heard the shots. I thought it was a car backfiring. I saw a girl run at the shoe store.
I don't know what makes you so stupid, but it really works.
Speak to the witness before homicide arrives, Phelps. And if you think she's lying, don't be afraid to get forceful. Verbally, of course. And don't accuse her of anything without proof. Lawyers love that shit. And if you're sure she's straight up, try the general approach. See what you can coax out of her.
D'ailleurs mon partenaire Phoenix, avec qui on a monté la chaîne à deux, va bientôt faire des vidéos aussi.
I'm Officer Phelps, miss. I'm here about the shooting. Did you know the victim?
He was my boss, Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage's first name.
Everett.
And you are?
Galleta. Clovis Galleta.
On va prendre son témoignage. Les questions sont indiquées sur la page de droite.
Do you think you could tell me exactly what happened, miss?
I look around the shops at lunch. I was in a store when Mr. Gage, my boss, bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
We came back. I was angry. I walked in front. I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
Pour moi, elle ment, c'est sûr, elle ment. Ça se voit, elle détourne le regard. Vous mentez.
Lying, Miss Galleta. You know what happened and why. You're going to tell me.
There's nothing to tell. I've done nothing wrong. How can you
On
prove
n'a pas trouvé
different?
une preuve contre elle, justement? Le reçu. Le reçu de la livraison, là, non? Ouais, c'est ça. Au compte de Galleta, ouais, c'est ça.
Your pearl earrings, Miss Galleta.
Voilà, c'est ça.
You've been paying for them for a whole year. Stop lying. And tell me what happened at the jewelry store.
Oh, God! I won't lose the earrings, will I?
You could lose your freedom, you little fool, if you don't stop obstructing a murder investigation.
Mr. Kalu. Edgar Kalu. He runs the jewelry store. He's showing me a lovely watch. Mr. Gage bursts in. Mr. Kalu gets very angry with Mr. Gage, and they start yelling at each other. Mr. Gage tells me that all of the things in the store are junk, nickel-plated, made in Japan, and yells at me to get back to work.
Then what happened?
We get back here, and I hear a loud bang. Mr. Gage clutches at his back. I hear another bang, and another, and another. Mr. Gage falls to his knees. It looked very painful.
Possible suspect de meurtre.
Which jewelry store?
Hartfield's. Broadway, between 5th and
On va
6th.
essayer d'en savoir un
Did
peu
you
plus
see
quand
the
même.
person who shot Mr. Gage?
Of course I did. Mr. Kalu looked very angry. He kept firing the gun. He kept pulling the trigger. He threw the gun in a bin and turned
On aurait déjà le suspect?
and walked away.
Un doute. Pour mettre en doute les informations. Ouais, on va essayer.
You're making me angry, Miss Galleta. Is that what you want?
Apparemment c'était ça.
Tell me why Mr. Kalu shot Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage hates Jews. A lot of people do. It's not my fault if he has nice things.
Détails sur les coups de feu. Ouais, on va essayer d'en savoir plus.
How many shots did you hear, Miss Galleta?
It's difficult to remember. It sounded like there were so many, and they were so loud.
Puis sur A pour considérer que le témoin dit la vérité.
I need you to concentrate, Miss Galleta. Even minor details can become important later on.
Well, there was one bang, and then another, and then three very quickly, close together. 5.
Thank you for your help, ma'am. You've been very brave.
Puis nos expériences
We'll
vous
need you to make a
rendent
formal
compte et vous
statement
débloquez des
about what happened,
récompenses.
Does that mean I can still collect my... Never mind. Yes, officer, I'll make a statement.
Très bien, très bien. Les indices repérés apparaîtront sur la carte pour vous aider à les trouver. Du coup, on aura déjà le suspect d'après ce qu'on sait. Edgar Galou, tout du genre.
We have the murder weapon.
And the murderer. The girl saw it all. Our killer works at a jewelry store called Hartfield's.
That's a couple of blocks from here.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Tate, maintain the perimeter.
Ok, donc va falloir qu'on aille à la bijouterie si je comprends bien. Ok, c'est parti. Je me demande si on n'irait pas faire un tour aussi du côté de l'armurerie, histoire de savoir si le flingue était bien à lui, mais le problème c'est que bah du coup on nous a déjà dit que c'était lui. Bon, on va faire un tour à l'armurerie quand même avant, pour être sûr. Je vais avoir toutes les preuves en main avant de dire quoi que ce soit. Allez, c'est parti. Nous avons aussi une chaîne Twitch. Si jamais... Ouh là là. J'en perds mes mots. Je disais donc que nous avons aussi une chaîne Twitch qui porte le même nom que la chaîne. N'hésitez pas à aller vous follow aussi à la chaîne. Je fais des lives assez souvent, enfin j'essaye du moins. Oh la vache, la conduite, c'est vrai que j'ai vraiment du mal à m'y faire. Hein. Enfin, je pense que je vais mettre la sirène. Hein. Poussez-vous. Laissez passer. C'est quand même bien d'avoir la sirène. C'est pratique. Poussez-vous. Laissez passer. En tout cas, j'espère que le let's play vous plaît. Si c'est le cas, bah n'hésitez pas à liker. Hein. Ça aide. C'est ouf. C'est ici? Ouais, c'est là.
Officers, what can I do you for?
Officers Phelps and Dunn, sir, Wilshire Division. We need you to trace a serial number.
Sure. What's the make and model?
FN Browning, model 1922. The serial number is 01138.
You don't say. Well, I didn't sell it. Europeans love them, but it's pretty rare you find one over here. Although I did have one in here a couple of weeks back.
Remember the owner?
Yeah. Calu. Edgar Calu was his
Comme de
name.
par hasard.
Thing looks like it'd never been fired, but he brought it in here for cleaning anyway. Then he bought a box of cartridges and he left.
Do you know where we can find Mr. Kalu?
Told me he was on his lunch break. Said he worked at Hartfield's jewelry store just up on Broadway.
Thanks for your help.
Au moins, on est sûr que c'est à lui. Du coup, direction la bijouterie. C'est ça, c'est une bijouterie qui travaille, ouais, c'est ça. Direction la bijouterie. Hop. Bon, allez, mon petit pote, tu vas conduire.
You know the way. You can drive.
Ça fait longtemps que j'ai pas joué à ce jeu-là. Ça fait longtemps. Bah, j'ai mon collègue Phoenix, lui, il l'a platiné. Donc bon. Je me suis dit que j'allais m'y remettre. Puis faire un petit let's play dessus, ça fait pas de mal, tout le monde aime bien. Nous y voilà.
Officer, can I interest you in a new watch?
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Estir.
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole, go!
Hurry, officer! He's getting away!
Pas le temps de causer. Désolé. Qu'est-ce que j'aime ces phases de course, tout ça là, c'est ce que j'aime bien dans le jeu. Les interrogatoires aussi. Arrête-toi.
Stop or I will shoot!
Je l'ai eu. Il aura pas couru loin le lièvre.
Edgar Kalu, you're under arrest for the murder of Everett Gage.
The case that makes you and the case that breaks you. The one you never solve. The one that keeps you awake at night. The
Commissariat.
case that gnaws at your guts and ruins your marriage. The case that keeps you propping up a bar as you relive the what-ifs, the might-have-beens, the half-leads, and the half-truths. The case that other cops murmur about whenever you walk past. The case you never, ever discuss.
God's mill may grind slowly, but it grinds finely, son. I hear it's you who nabbed our malefactor from the shooting yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Then tell me, Boyle, I hear you're quite the climber, a man of initiative. How would you like a chance at smiting this man with the sword of justice?
You're asking me to conduct the interview, sir?
I am, young Phelps. You've only been with us a short time and you've assembled yourself a stellar arrest record. Not to mention the fine work you did in the war, sending heathens back to the hell they came from. But I'm curious as to whether you can turn your hand to interrogation. Takes a certain animal cunning, lad.
Mon premier interrogatoire.
Do you think you might be ready for that?
Yes, sir. I think I am.
On va faire ce qu'on peut, hein.
Good man. You need many things for a conviction, young Phelps.
Ah oui, quoi.
Motive,
Mobile,
opportunity,
occasion,
hard evidence,
preuve
and
solide
best of all, a confession.
et des aveux. Enfin,
If
dans
you
l'idéal.
fail in the former, you can
Ah, la
always
violence.
use a modicum of violence
Vraiment?
to
J'ai le
obtain
droit?
the latter. How are you
S'amuser, alors.
feeling, lad?
Fine, sir.
Very good. The evidence is overwhelming. May the cat eat him and the cat be eaten by the devil. Bring me a confession, young Phelps. This is your chance. Don't fail me.
Ouh là là là. Premier interrogatoire, j'ai intérêt de bien gérer. De toute façon, on a toutes les preuves contre lui, donc...
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
Alors. Question.
You followed Everett Gage and the girl back to the shoe store. You put 5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage was a bastard. Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
I don't know why I'm
Incorrect.
bothering to try to help you here, Mr. Kalu.
Je me suis trompé, je crois.
You could stand in front of the grand jury and say that you showed no remorse. The defendant is a cold-blooded killer.
Very good, boy chick. Kiss my ass. I know what you're doing. I think I'll wait for my lawyer to get here before I make any kind of statement. I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
On dirait bien que j'ai raté mon premier interrogatoire.
You disappoint me, Cole Phelps. Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy! I need a confession!
Oula, calmos, calmos. Ça arrive des erreurs, hein. Je suis nouveau, hein.
Has my lawyer arrived?
You followed Everett Gage and the girl back to the shoe store. You put 5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage was a bastard. Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
On va utiliser l'intuition.
You shot Gage, and we know why. We can put you at the scene.
You can't prove anything.
Bah déjà, il y a son pistolet. La vendeuse du magasin déclare que Kalou a tiré sur Everett.
We know all about the argument. Miss Galetta made a statement.
You're counting on the girl? You think her testimony is going to stand up in court?
You're
On n'a
going
pas que
to
ça.
the gas chamber, Edgar.
That Jew-hating fuck couldn't leave me alone. I had a sale. That girl was ready to buy.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
J'ai un doute là.
You. left-wing leaning parasite. You expect me to sit here and listen to your drivel?
You call me that? You sit there and you call me those names, you goddamn goy butt snatcher? You and that stup Gage!
Why did you do it, Mr. Kalu?
Gage. He's in the Chamber of Commerce. He's in with all those momsers. He blocked every proposal I ever put forward. Kike this and kike that. He's been trying to ruin my business for years.
Edgar Kalu.
Et ben voilà, on les a eu nos aveux.
First-degree murder of Everett Gage. I respect your beliefs and your right to hold them. I hope for your sake the jury can commute to murder in the second degree. May God have mercy on you, sir.
Masterfully done, Officer Phelps. It is just Officer Phelps, isn't it, lad?
Yes, sir.
Then let me have a word with the Chief of Police, young Phelps. The department needs heroes.
Oh, une promotion.
A shining, honest face the public can admire. I applaud a man with your talent for unwavering justice. Back to your duties for now, boyo. But here's a piece of advice. Get yourself 2 suits, get them pressed. You'll be needing them.
Ça c'est cool. Bonne promotion, ça fait jamais de mal. Et voilà. Votre travail vous a valu une promotion. La place du mort. Ça lui va comme un gant, ce petit costume. Où est-ce que je vais être bien accueilli? Ça, c'est la question.
Here's your new desk, kid. You're on traffic. The hot sheet is posted here, next to the map.
What's his problem?
That's Biggs. He's an institution.
So this is what all the fuss is about. Why couldn't they build a freeway that goes past my place?
They haven't even approved the money yet, kid. The bond issue won't be till December. It'll be years before any of this will happen. Here's your new partner, Stefan Burkowski.
I've heard all about you, Phelps. You go easy on me and let me earn the odd citation, and maybe we'll get along fine. I'm here to learn, Detective. He's an intense one, isn't he, Mel?
Intense.
The newly minted detective here, Cole Phelps.
Hi, Phelps. I'll be keeping an eye on you. I could spend a little time basking in reflected glory. Make a change from busting hookers and dope fiends.
Who was that, Commander?
Roy Earl, chief detective and advice.
Do they all dress like movie stars?
Well, Roy is a movie star.
And the whole of the seedy side of L.A. is his audience. What is that supposed to mean? Stick with me, kid. You'll find out.
And now some housekeeping. Warm Central Division welcome for Detective Cole Phelps. Some of you guys may know Phelps. He's the cop who broke the jewelry store murder. Stand up and take a bow, Phelps.
If it's all right with you,
That's
sir.
That's an order, Phelps.
Shh, quiet, everybody.
Allez donc, c'est celui-là qui est la plus grosse
Phelps
ici.
is one of only 2 serving LAPD officers who received the Silver Star during the war. Really gave it to those lousy Japanese, eh, Phelps?
I did my best, Captain.
Why you war heroes always so modest? I've partnered Phelps with everybody's favorite Pole, Stefan Burkowski.
Hope you like work, kid. Bukowski sure as hell doesn't.
Well, that's why we have partners, right?
Okay, can it, guys. Stick with Bukowski. He's a good cop. He knows traffic inside and out. I'm going to start you out with 1 case. You do okay, I'll give you a couple more. You screw up, you'll be rousting vagrants and running license plates. Now get down to the PE Freight Depot, 6th and Alameda. A patrolman called in a suspicious vehicle. Signs of foul play. See what you can find out.
Come on, Phelps.
Voilà notre prochaine enquête, enquêter au dépôt de marchandises. On va s'arrêter là pour cette vidéo. J'espère qu'elle vous aura plu. N'hésitez pas à bombarder les likes et à mettre des commentaires et surtout à vous abonner. Et moi je vous dis à la prochaine. Ciao ciao.
One's a company, two's a crop, three's a party coming, move around like fresh when the school is out, when the booze is up.